She stood in the middle of my living room, surrounded by all our family and friends, and said loudly, "Oh wow, you decorated this? I didn't know you had any taste. I guess even a broken clock is right twice a day." Everyone laughed awkwardly. I stood there frozen, holding a tray of appetizers, my face burning with humiliation. She humiliated me at my own party. But she had no idea who she was messing with. And by the end of that night, she would regret every word. My name is Melissa Harper. I'm 32 years old, and I live in a suburb outside of Dallas, Texas. I've been married to my husband, Josh, for 3 years. Josh is a great guy. He's kind, supportive, and loving. But there's one problem in our marriage that we've never been able to solve. His sister, Vanessa. Vanessa is 35, 3 years older than me, and she's made it her mission to remind me of that every chance she gets. From the moment I met her, she treated me like I was beneath her. Like I wasn't good enough for her baby brother. Like I was some kind of intruder in their perfect family. At first, I thought maybe she just needed time to warm up to me. But it never happened. If anything, she got worse. She criticized everything about me. My clothes. My hair. My job. My cooking. My decorating. My personality. Nothing I did was ever good enough for Vanessa. She'd make little comments in front of the family. "Oh, Melissa, that dress is so cute. Very brave of you to wear that color." Or, "You made this casserole? Interesting choice." She'd smile sweetly while delivering these insults, so everyone thought she was just being honest or helpful. But I knew better. She was being cruel. Josh would always defend her. That's just how Vanessa is. She doesn't mean anything by it. Just ignore her. But how do you ignore someone who constantly makes you feel small? How do you ignore someone who treats you like you're not worthy of being part of the family? I tried. I really did. I smiled. I stayed polite. I never fought back. But 3 years of this had worn me down. And I'd finally reached my breaking point. 2 months ago, Josh got a huge promotion at work. He'd been working toward it for years, and he finally got it. I was so proud of him. We decided to throw a celebration party at our house. Nothing too fancy. Just family and close friends. Good food, good drinks, good company. I spent 2 weeks planning that party. I wanted everything to be perfect. I researched recipes. I created a menu. I ordered decorations. I cleaned the house from top to bottom. I arranged flowers. I set up the backyard with string lights and tables. I handwrote place cards. I baked a 3-layer cake from scratch. I poured my heart into that party because I wanted Josh to feel celebrated. I wanted him to feel loved. And I wanted to prove to his family, especially Vanessa, that I was a good wife. That I was capable. That I belonged. The day of the party, I woke up at 6 in the morning to start cooking. I made appetizers, main courses, side dishes, and desserts. I set up the decorations. I got dressed in a nice sundress. I did my hair and makeup. By the time guests started arriving at 4 o'clock, I was exhausted but happy. Everything looked beautiful. Josh's parents arrived first. Then his aunts and uncles. Then our friends. Everyone complimented the house, the decorations, the food. I felt proud. I felt accomplished. And then Vanessa walked in. She showed up late, as usual. She was wearing a tight designer dress and heels that clicked loudly on our hardwood floors. Her husband, Greg, followed behind her, looking uncomfortable. Vanessa walked into the living room, looked around slowly, and then said loudly enough for everyone to hear, "Oh wow, you decorated this? I didn't know you had any taste. I guess even a broken clock is right twice a day." A few people laughed nervously. Josh's dad chuckled. Josh's mom gave me a sympathetic look but said nothing. I stood there holding a tray of bruschetta, my face burning. Vanessa didn't stop. She walked over to the appetizer table and picked up a stuffed mushroom. She took a bite, made a face, and said, Interesting. Did you follow a recipe or just wing it?" "I followed a recipe," I said quietly. "Well, maybe try a different one next time." She smiled sweetly and walked away. I wanted to cry. I wanted to scream. But I didn't. I just stood there, forcing a smile, pretending her words didn't hurt. Throughout the evening, Vanessa continued her assault. She commented on my dress. "That's such a cute dress, Melissa. Very suburban mom chic." She commented on the cake. "You made this yourself? That's ambitious. It's a little lopsided, but I'm sure it tastes fine." She even made a comment about Josh. "You're so lucky you found my brother. He must have felt sorry for you. He's always had a soft spot for the underdog." Every word felt like a knife. And the worst part was that no one stopped her. Not Josh. Not his parents. Not anyone. They all just laughed uncomfortably or changed the subject. At one point, I needed a break. I excused myself and went into the kitchen. I leaned against the counter, trying to hold back tears. I felt humiliated, disrespected, invisible. And then I heard Vanessa's voice from the living room. She was talking to Josh's cousin, Lauren. I couldn't see them, but I could hear every word. She tries so hard, doesn't she? It's almost adorable. Like a little puppy desperate for approval. Lauren laughed. Vanessa continued. I mean, I get it. She's insecure. She knows she's not on our level. But watching her scramble to impress us is honestly exhausting. That was it. That was the moment something inside me snapped. I wiped my tears. I took a deep breath. I looked at myself in the reflection of the kitchen window. And I whispered, no more. Because here's the thing Vanessa didn't know. I had information. Information she'd told me in confidence a month ago when she thought we were having a bonding moment. Information she made me swear I'd never tell anyone. And I'd kept that promise. Until now. About a month before the party, Vanessa called me crying. It was late at night. Josh was out of town for work, and I was home alone. She said she needed to talk to someone and couldn't tell anyone in the family. She made me promise I wouldn't say anything to Josh or his parents. She told me she was broke. Completely broke. She and Greg had been living beyond their means for years. The designer clothes, the luxury vacations, the expensive dinners, all of it was funded by credit cards. They were drowning in debt. Over $80,000 in credit card debt. They'd maxed out every card. They'd taken out personal loans. They were barely making minimum payments. She said they were on the verge of losing their house. The bank had sent foreclosure notices. They were 3 months behind on their mortgage. Vanessa had been lying to the family, telling everyone they were doing great. Telling everyone Greg got a huge raise. Telling everyone they were thinking about buying a vacation home. It was all a lie. They were broke. And she was terrified the family would find out. I comforted her that night. I told her everything would be okay. I told her I wouldn't tell anyone. And I kept that promise. Even when she continued to insult me. Even when she continued to humiliate me. I kept her secret. But not anymore. I walked back into the living room. Vanessa was standing near the dessert table, holding a glass of wine, laughing with a group of family members. She saw me and smirked. There she is. The hostess with the mostest. Well, the mostish anyway. Everyone laughed. I smiled calmly. I walked over to the group. I stood right next to Vanessa. Vanessa, can I talk to you for a second? She rolled her eyes. Sure, sweetie. What's up? I didn't move. I stayed right there in front of everyone. I just wanted to say thank you. She looked confused. For what? For coming tonight. I know money's been tight for you lately, so I really appreciate you making the effort. Her face went pale. What? I mean, with all the debt and the foreclosure notices, I'm sure the last thing you wanted to do was spend money on a hostess gift. But you still came, and that means a lot. The room went silent. Everyone stared at Vanessa. She looked at me with wide, panicked eyes. I don't know what you're talking about. I tilted my head. Really? 'Cause a month ago you called me crying about how you and Greg were drowning in $80,000 of credit card debt. You said you were about to lose your house. You begged me not to tell anyone. Her face turned red. You promised you wouldn't say anything. And you promised you'd stop humiliating me. But you didn't. So here we are. Josh stepped forward. Wait, what? Vanessa, is this true? Vanessa's mouth opened and closed. I. Greg looked mortified. Josh's parents looked shocked. Josh's cousin Lauren looked uncomfortable. I continued, calmly. You've spent the last 3 years making me feel like I'm not good enough. You've criticized my clothes, my cooking, my decorating, my marriage. You've humiliated me in front of this family over and over again. And all this time you were lying to everyone. You were pretending to be successful while you were falling apart. Vanessa's voice cracked. You had no right. I had every right. You humiliated me at my own party. You insulted me in my own home. You disrespected me in front of my husband and my friends. I stayed quiet for 3 years. But I'm done. She looked around the room. No one was defending her. Everyone was staring at her with a mix of shock and disappointment. She grabbed her purse. I can't believe you did this. I can't believe it took me this long. She stormed out. Greg followed behind her, not saying a word. The door slammed. The room was silent for a moment. Then Josh's mom walked over to me and hugged me. I'm sorry, honey. We should have stopped her a long time ago. Josh put his arm around me. I'm so sorry. I should have defended you. I nodded. Yeah. You should have. The rest of the evening was quieter. People ate. People talked. But the energy had shifted. For the first time, I felt respected. For the first time, I felt like I belonged. After everyone left, Josh and I sat on the couch. He looked exhausted. I didn't know things were that bad with Vanessa. She hid it well. I should have stood up for you. All those times she insulted you, I should have said something. Yes. You should have. He took my hand. I'm sorry. I won't let it happen again. I believed him. Because for the first time, he'd seen Vanessa for who she really was. Not the perfect older sister, but the insecure, cruel woman who hid behind lies. Over the next few weeks, things changed. Vanessa didn't come to family dinners. She didn't call. She didn't text. Josh's parents reached out to her, but she was too embarrassed to face them. Greg eventually told Josh that they were going to financial counseling and trying to rebuild. I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel guilty. I felt free. A month later, Vanessa sent me a text. I'm sorry for the way I treated you. I was jealous. You have everything I wanted and I took it out on you. I hope one day you can forgive me. I didn't respond right away. I thought about it for a few days. And then I texted back. I forgive you. But respect is earned, not given. If you want to be part of my life, you need to treat me with respect. No more insults. No more humiliation. Or we're done. She responded immediately. I understand. Thank you. I don't know if Vanessa will change. I don't know if she'll keep her word. But I know one thing for sure. I will never let anyone humiliate me like that again. I will never stay silent to keep the peace. I will never shrink myself to make someone else comfortable. She humiliated me once. I made sure it never happened again. Some people only learn respect after facing the truth. I didn't need to insult her back. The truth did it for me. She brought drama to my party. I sent her home with a lesson. Have you ever been humiliated by a family member in front of others? Have you ever had to stand up for yourself when no one else would? Tell me your story in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for listening.